Welcome back. Guess what we're going to talk about today? Yep, you guessed it. We're going to talk about camshaft degreeing. There's always a lot of questions I see on these automotive forums of should I degree my camshaft or not? And depending on who you ask, that answer is maybe. In most cases, I would recommend it, but a lot of people have their own opinions about degreeing camshafts and stuff, so we're going to talk about that. What I plan on doing is making a video series. We have a long winter to go. It's the end of October 2023 right now. So over the course of the winter, I'm going to try to degree in as many camshafts as I possibly can. I'm going to catch video on all of them. The last 3 cams I did, I really wish I would have caught video on them. They each had unique issues. So yeah, I decided I'm not going to miss any more. I'm going to video every one from now on, and each one I'll post individually as I get them posted up or get them videoed and edited. Which, by the way, side note, just so y'all know, when I take videos and I edit, my edit is consists of, I cut out a little bit of fingers in videos. I cut out very, very little. Most of my videos are in the raw, what you see. I don't script stuff. I kind of have a general idea what I'm going to say and what I'm going to do. And yes, when I mess stuff up, it's still going to stay in the video. I'm not going to edit it out because this is real life, and ain't no one got time for all that. So whatever. So anyway, let's talk about our degree process. So I'm not going to degree a cam on this video. This video is going to talk about the tools that I use that anyone can go get. Anyone can degree in a camshaft. You don't have to be a Mr. Know-It-All. I'm certainly not a Mr. Know-It-All, by the way. But the question is it worth it to you to buy all the tools if you're going to do just one engine? I mean, probably not. If you're going to build multiple engines, then yeah, I'd highly recommend buying a kit. So let's start with what we have here. Actually, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4 degree wheels. I actually have a 5th one around here somewhere. But anyway, do you need all those? No, they all work just the same. I can tell you, if we take the smallest degree wheel and we put it up against the largest degree wheel, there's quite a difference. But the most important difference is, do you see the spaces here? Let me get a pointing device. My shop light's going to be in the way, but what are you going to do? So our lines right here are very easy to see with the big old degree wheel. These are degree lines, by the way. If you look at the small degree wheel, they're teeny tiny. It works just fine. It's okay. You can degree a cam with either one of these and it'll work out just the same. But for me, this is just easier to see. You spin it around and there it is. So let's talk about the kit here. This kit I bought a long time ago, obviously from Summit Racing Equipment. Didn't come with that. I'm going to talk about these special tools here in just a minute. This kit comes in a nice little box. This is the number back in the day. I don't know if that number is still any good or not, but you can look up cam degree kits. Many cam companies sell their own kit. They're all the same. They come with a degree wheel of various sizes. We'll talk about the other things about a degree wheel. This kit I've used for many years, like I said, so it has extra stuff that a normal kit won't have. But we're going to talk about all of it. Here's your magnetic mounting base right here. It comes with a mounting fixture and a dial indicator. This is a 1-inch travel dial indicator. And every kit is going to be basically the same. The stuff you'll add in extra are obviously washers, and well, it comes with these little things here too. Another one. Those fit in the degree wheel on the back side like that to help you center it. I don't use that method really. I'll talk to you about what method I use. Here is my fixture I made a long time ago to stick in the number 1 intake board to lifter board degree. I don't use that anymore, but we'll go over that. This kit also comes with 2 checker springs. So these are lightweight springs. So when you have the heads on an engine, you can take the valve springs off and replace them with these. And you can do other checks with it. You can check piston to valve clearance and stuff like that, which is really nice to do with your magnetic base and your dial indicator. So there's a basic kit. So the things you might want to buy extra, you saw this little apparatus here. I'll put it right there, see if my box won't tip over. So this little apparatus here is pretty cool. There's another piece to it somewhere. Right there. Okay. Instead of using this lifter tool I made right here to stick down in the bore, now we can use this thing right here. I'll show you how this works when we actually degree in a camshaft. But you can stick this down in the lifter bore, number 1 intake and number 1 exhaust if you want to do both of them. You tighten it up, and as you roll the engine around and the cam comes up on TDC, or at the top of the lobe, you can watch it move. And it has 2 bases. You'll see this base is nice and round. That's for roller cams. It also comes with a flat base right here. And this is for flat tappet cams, hydraulic or roller. And this is, hydraulic or solid flat tappet and hydraulic or solid roller. So I do mostly roller cams, although I've done both. That's okay. So that's one special tool I'd highly recommend. When you're finding, when you're trying to find TDC, true TDC, top dead center, you can either use a dial indicator on your piston, or you can use a positive piston stop. You can buy a piston stop, and again, all the stuff right here I'll show you in my videos, but we're just going to talk about the tools today. So this is a piston stop I made. It bolts onto the bore. I'm not going to uncover that because I cleaned that block the other day. But here's what I made. It's very simple. It just sits on the bore, and that's a positive stop. You can use a positive stop, like say, or a dial indicator to find true top dead center of your engine. Either one works just fine. Matter of fact, I did one last night. I used the dial indicator. So that's the tools. Oh yeah, one more tool. 2 more tools actually. So I bought this tool here as well. So this tool slips on the front of a crankshaft, and you see the keyway right there. I really like using this tool. This kit doesn't come with this tool, but you definitely want this tool. I'll show you why. With this kit, they have it designed so that you use these little washer things I just showed you, and you put that in there and you bolt that to the crank, and you can turn the engine around. But if you needed to take the degree wheel off for any reason, then you've got to re-zero your degree wheel. So it's just kind of a hassle. I've done it that way for many years, but then I bought this tool right here. This is really cool. With this tool, I modified this degree wheel, so I can't show you that one. This degree wheel still has the plastic on it. I haven't used it yet, but it slides over there. I'll show you this big giant degree wheel. This is the degree wheel I use. Whoa! I use most of the time. My table's trying to tip over. This sits over here like that. Screw this back on there. And now then, you can slide this whole apparatus onto the front of the crankshaft. Put your pointer, which I use a coat hanger. This is one more piece of tool that didn't come in your kit. A coat hanger works just fine. This can be, this is your pointer. So you set that up. By the way, whenever you set up a pointer, which again, I'll go over this stuff when I degree in a camshaft, you don't have it sitting off at an angle. It's got to be straight up and down. I'll show you why. But anyway, so now then, when your degree wheel's mounted on this, you can actually put it on the engine, find TDC, and if you ever have to move this degree wheel, take it off for any whatever reason, there's a little Allen screw right there. that just holds it onto the crank. You just loosen that up, pull the whole works off, do what you got to do, slide it back on the engine, and you're still at TDC. Everything's true. You haven't messed anything up. So this is definitely one tool I highly recommend. This tool is for small block Chevrolets. And I got another one. This tool is same thing, but it's for big block Chevrolets. The crankshaft is bigger, so you just need two tools. I mostly do Chevrolet engines. I've done a Ford or two. I don't think I've ever done a Mopar, but we'll see if we can get one of those sometime this winter. So like I said, I put the word out on my Facebook page, and what my goal is, I just told people if they're building an engine and they would like to have their cam degreed in, hit me up and I'll do it. I'm going to do it obviously free of charge. I just want to get some on video. Just because, like I say, most people don't even know how to do the process. Like I say, the question is, when you ask on the forums, people say, do you need to have it done? And again, I said the answer is it depends. I would always recommend yes, because I can tell you right now, the quality control, the QC of these companies out there today is nowhere near what it used to be. And out of the last probably dozen camshafts I've degreed in, they've been off up to 10 or even 12 degrees, which is utterly ridiculous. I mean, guys say just put your timing chain on and put it dot to dot and you're good to go. Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Will it work? Probably. But if you put this timing chain on and it's 10 degrees off, that means your cam timing is off. The engine will run just fine, but it's not going to perform or have the power that it probably should have. So a simple little degree process usually takes 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how far out it is and how many issues you run into. But it's definitely worth doing. When you're putting your stuff together, there's going to be a difference in timing gears. My table is barely balancing here. Hang on. Okay, that was scary. This timing chain here is a big block timing chain I got from a 454. It's simply a 3 keyway timing gear. So this timing gear, if you look at it, I'm going to take it out of here. It is, you'll see, make sure this is focused right. Come on, baby, I think it's focused. You see 0 right here, 0 right there, and you'll see a 0 right here. On this side, you'll see R, this is retarded, and then there's the keyway for it. On this side, you see advanced, and the A right there. This is a 4 degree advanced keyway. So you always, whenever I degree in a camshaft, I always start with the cam gear on, right up on 0. Always start on 0. There's a reason for that. So always start with 0, degree in your cam, see where it is. If you need to make an adjustment with this thing, you can advance it 4 degrees if it's not already, or you can retard it if need be. But this is only 4 degrees. So I got another timing chain right here. It's a nice, pretty little box. Let's dig this thing out. This one's pretty high tech. This is a small block Chevrolet timing gear. This is a 9 keyway gear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This cam will go from 0 all the way up to 8 degrees. So positive or advanced or retarded. This timing gear also has a Torrington bearing on the back. It's pretty cool. And once again, even though this timing chain is a lot more expensive than this timing chain right here, it doesn't mean you can put it on and it's going to be right. There's no guarantee anymore. I can tell you that right now. Like I say, the quality control is just going out the window. You can buy the best name brand stuff you can get, which I usually do, but doesn't mean it's going to be right. So it just pays to degree your camshaft in. This one here actually, this didn't come with it, but here's a cam button. This sits inside there. Then I usually run a lock plate right here, and this cam button sits against your timing cover. It keeps everything from walking forward, keeps it nice and tight. It keeps your timing more stable. So there's two different kinds of timing change: a cheaper 3 keyway, a more expensive billet 9 keyway. Use whatever you want. I usually run belt drives as well. They're a lot easier to degree. But that's our process on, or that's the stuff I use when I degree in a camshaft. Means if there's anything else I need to tell you. Like I say, really, you buy the kit. Again, if you're going to do just 1 or 2 engines in your lifetime, I wouldn't spend the money on this stuff, because what are you going to do with it? But if you plan on building more engines, if you're into drag racing, circle track racing, any kind of performance stuff, or you build an engine that's more performance oriented, why not degree into camshaft? It only takes a few minutes. Find someone that has one. There's plenty of videos online. All these cam kits come with instructions. It's very easy to do. So yeah, I highly recommend doing it. So that's kind of what I got for you today. There's some more project I'm doing. I'm trying to finish up balancing my rods, which I've been trying to do this all summer, but I keep running out of time. I'm not going to video that because it's very tedious. So anyway, there's my cam degree stuff. Again, I've got the other engines lined up throughout this winter to do to degree their cams in, and I suspect we're going to see some cams that are pretty far out. And the funny thing is, out of all the ones I've done, it's not the camshaft that's been out, it's been the timing gear every single time. Even you buy brand name stuff, and I'm not going to name brands, but I only buy brand name stuff. I don't buy the cheap Chinese stuff. As far as I know, whatever comes in the box comes in the box. So, but yeah, the quality control is out the window. So I degreed in a camshaft last night. I'm going to try to get that video posted. I might get that thing posted this week also. That was kind of short. I degreed in a camshaft on a 427 big block yesterday. 427 big block with a solid roller cam. And he already had that degreed in. But when I put the word out that I was going to degree cams in, he asked me to come double check it, see where it was. So we did run it last night, and it came in just right. The one thing I didn't mention in that video, yeah, I guess I'll say it. It don't matter. But in that video, I forgot. I looked at his timing gear, and it was installed 2 degrees advance already. So it was installed like that, 2 degrees advance. I failed to mention that on the video when I made it, because we degreed it in and the numbers came out perfect. And I was going to mention it would have been about 2 degrees off, which isn't bad at all. If I degree in a camshaft and it's 1 degree off, I probably won't worry about it, because you do have a tolerance stack. 1 degree is not that big a deal. 2 degrees, I'd probably move it. Obviously, anything more than 2 degrees off, I'm 100% fixing that. So anyway, that's what we got. And keep an eye out. I'm going to do a whole video series. I'll try to keep them all on the same playlist. And there's going to be multiple camshafts to degree in. So check them all out and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.